Good day, my friends. I'm a firm believer of the fact that there is more good in this world than bad, and that's why every day we have a lot more to be inspired by than be cynical about. That said, today I'll talk about one of the things or people that inspire me. Before I get into that, though, I want to truly be grateful for all the amazing people in my life, my parents, my kids, my amazing friends, and all my wonderful random strangers who I see on the road who are doing amazing acts of kindness for me or for others. I'm also truly grateful for the wonderful planet that we have to live on. The trees, the animals, the beautiful views, the sunrises, sunsets, water, oceans. I think there is no dearth of inspiration around us. Every time we turn our head or blink our eye, there would be something to be inspired by, if you're really looking for it. But hey, this series is about creativity, right? So I will talk about one of the amazing female artists that I'm genuinely inspired by for many, many years. And it's not just because of the way she created art, but because of how she handled her life. And her art is just a reflection of who she was. I warn you, it's going to be a bit of a long video because there is no way I could have made it concise enough to fit into a few minutes of information. But please bear with me. Trust me, you're going to have fun. So here we go. Frida Kahlo. Frida is my role model because of many things, and you'll see why. But let me tell you a little bit about her history first. Frida was born in Mexico in early 20th century, and in a short span of 44 years of her life, she just created a legend for herself. It's amazing. So what would typically break others, like having physical issues or having major accidents when you're at the prime of your life, being bound to a hospital bed for many, many months, being in a full body cast because that's the only way you can heal. And yet you find the courage and the grit and the willpower to be an athlete, to be a rebel of your times, to be a traveler, to be a great artist, and basically just survive in style. She did a lot of self-portraits, and even though she was accused of being a narcissist for doing that, I think it kind of makes sense. She said that I paint myself because I'm often alone and I'm the subject I know best. And what I love about her self-portrait is whether she's crying, whether she feels like she's chained, whether she's confident, whether she's happy, whether she's dreaming about flying away, she's always looking at you. She's always looking the world in the eye or at herself and accepting it. The other series she has representation of her own inner anguish during different challenges of her life. Totally raw and honest. It's amazing. I mean, you look at an artwork and you can just totally feel what was going through in her head. Really, I do not know whether my paintings are surrealist or not, but I do know that they are the frankest expression of myself. That's true for any artist. But to be able to render it in the way she did, that just boggles my mind. Oh, and one more thing. Most of these works she painted on a special easel made for her because she could not even sit up. So she had to lie down and paint these works. Imagine that. Here are some of the other artworks that I like of Frida's from her hopefully happier times because they just look so peaceful. And you can see the difference in colors, the abundance around, the birds depicting abundance, the greenery, holding hand with her partner, and her being in nice pastel colors. I think Those all signify peaceful, happier, contented times. Her courage in face of all that she endured. I think that whether she's artist or not is something admirable. It takes courage to see yourself in the mirror and render yourself as you really are. Yeah, absolutely. Most of us would probably look in the mirror and try to see what is wrong with us. But to be able to see ourselves in the eye and represent ourselves with all the flaws, proudly carrying it, decorating it even with the beautiful things, I think that is something you got to respect and aspire to. Staying classy and creative through all the challenges, constantly challenging her boundaries. I mean, that was 100 years ago, more than 100 years ago. And we don't even know what kind of society or the peer pressure she had. But she just got out there, all classy and wonderful, and faced it all. She had crazy creativity, and Frida was her art. I think art was truly personified with her personality. I don't know how else to put it. But yeah, that's why I like her. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you taking time to watch it till the end. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please, and follow me on Instagram. So thank you very much, and gratitude, love, and light to you all. Thank you.